All right, golfers out there, it's Mike from Hansen Fitness for Golf, and I got a good one for you today. This one is all about getting your heart rate up cardiovascular-wise. If you're stuck inside and you have nothing better to do and you want to get your heart rate up in a 5x5 space, this is the video for you. And it's going to help your heart, your body, your health, your mind, and most of all, your golf game. So the idea here is we're going to do interval training where we're going to get your heart rate really high and then let it come back down. And then get it really high and let it come back down. So you think about golf. Golf is a sport that's very interval. So you get to hit a shot. Your heart rate might get up high when you're getting ready to hit a shot. And then most of us get in a cart and drive to the next one. But if you're walking the course and you're playing tournament golf, or you're playing where you're walking the course, and if you got to walk up the hill and you're the first one to tee off because you just made birdie, you want to make sure that your heart rate has come down enough that you're not standing over the ball like so you want to make sure that the heart has a way to get down and bring the heart rate down, because your heart's a muscle too. And the more that you do these exercises, you might find that you need 2 to 3 minutes before your heart rate gets down. And then once you do them for a month or two, it might only take 30 to 40 seconds for your heart rate to get back down to where you want it. So number one, I really recommend, if you have some type of heart rate measurement, to use that and monitor it. I like you can use the old formula of 220 minus your age as your maximum heart rate, and then take 80 to 60% of that. And once it gets back down to 60, you can go again. But a lot of apps and things nowadays have that built in for you, so you can see once your heart rate gets to a certain percentage, you're ready to go again. So that's how we're going to work this today. So I'm going to show you the exercise, and instead of going through all of them with you, I'm just going to show you the exercise, tell you, okay, now I want you to do 30 seconds of this exercise, and then you're going to rest a certain amount of time. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way and take your pulse, then figure out that range and make sure your heart rate gets back down to 60. You can take it all the way up to 90%. You're only going 30 seconds. So let's do that. And these are exercises that are going to help you stretch your hips, work your core at the same time. So I have 5, and that's all you need really, is 5 exercises that are going to get your heart rate really high, let you rest, and then go through them. And it's all going to help you, your health, your mind, and your golf game. Here we go. All right, guys, so the first one is a fun one. If you're like me, grew up in the 80s and 90s, and you're a big breakdancing fan, you might see a resemblance to this one. So we're going to get down on your, what we'll call a crab. So from here, we're going to go up as high as you can with your hips. Then you're going to go back down and through and back to the other side. Here, back down, through, and back to the other side. So we're going back, here, and then back around here. So we're going right arm over, left arm back, left arm over, right arm back. We'll do that back and forth for 30 seconds. And then make sure you're lifting your hips each time. That's a fun one. You're gonna get your heart rate up and really work on that chest mobility and hip mobility. Try that one. All right, so this one is an all-time favorite, and if you played any sports, you've done them. It's a burpee, but we're going to add a literal twist to it. So a burpee looks like this, and we're not going to add the push-up in on this one because I like the ending. So we're going to go down. We're going to start like this, go down into a squat, push out, bring your feet back up, and then when you jump, you're going to actually do a 180 twist. So you're going to go down, back, in, twist. Now, when you twist, don't always twist in a circle. Make sure you go back and forth. So you're going to go down, up, jump, twist to your right, down, back, up, twist to your left. So do that 30 seconds each side, and that's really going to get your heart rate up. All right, so this, one of my favorites for the hips, because it's really going to give you a great hip stretch. So what we're going to do is it's called a mountain climber. I'm sure you've done these before too. So I like to put my knuckles down. If you have bad wrist or your wrists hurt or bother you, it might be easier just to put your knuckles down. So what we're going to do is you're going to start like this, and you're going to bring your foot up as high to your hand as you can, and then when you do it, you're going to drop your hip. You're going to drop the hip down, and then back here. What that's doing is, number one, it's creating a great exercise, but number two, it's really giving you a good hip stretch. So we're going to get a dynamic hip stretch. So we're going back and forth for 30 seconds. Really try and get your hips down, foot up to your hands as far as you can. And we're going 30 seconds of the good old mountain climber. All right, this is a really good one for lateral strength because that's huge in the golf swing. Just put two things down about 5 to 6 feet apart. So what we're going to do is you're going to stand behind those things, and you're going to stand on one leg, and then you're going to jump to the other one and try and land on that leg. And we're going to call this, you're going to try and jump back as fast as you can. So you're here, jump back, here, jump back. So you're loading and just jumping back. Load, explode back. This is just like if you were an ice skater. You're going to load that hip and then try and jump back as fast as you can. Do that 30 seconds to each side, and that's really going to help you when it comes to driving through onto your lead leg and posting up. Same thing on the backswing when you're trying to really load into that backswing. Great one. Get your heart rate up too. Okay, so here is one that's really going to work the core and the upper body and get your heart rate up. So I'm going to use a mat here just so, because this carpet's kind of rough. So you're going to get into a plank position. Or let's actually start. We're going to start at the top of a push-up position. So here we're going to go feet and shoulders, feet and hands shoulder width apart. And then from here, I'm going to drop down into a plank, plank, push-up, push-up. Then I'm going to go opposite. Plank, plank, push-up, push-up. Plank, plank, push-up, push-up. Plank, plank, push-up, push-up. And we're going back and forth, keeping the hips level for 30 seconds. All right, that one's a great one for the core, upper body strength, and of course, to get your heart rate up. All right, guys, so there you go. 5 of my favorite heart-raising exercises. That's also got a little golf-specific twist to it. It's going to help you get your heart rate up. Like I said before, do them for 30 seconds, and then see how long it takes you to get your heart rate back down. And you can go through those 3 times, 1 time, 5 times. You can do it as you get in better shape. You can increase the time that you're actually doing them. But give it a try. If you're watching this during this whole quarantine from the coronavirus, I hope you're staying safe. But definitely do some exercise, get moving, do some of these. That endorphin release that you get from that is going to tremendously help you stay sane. If you're cooped up inside, you're stuck inside, you can't get out. Keep moving. Don't stop moving. Keep exercising. And I hope to see you on the golf course soon.